T, would you like to come back up and take a box? And Robin, you're welcome too. Tequila, Batty, any of you guys are welcome to come up.
Tequila.
Tequila's gonna do polls. All right.
And
Hello.
I will make an announcement right now that if anybody has anything negative that's not very nice to say about T, you will be blocked. That
Thank you,
will
Robin.
not be tolerated in this live.
All they have to do is just type the letter T and they're gone.
Robin said she's gonna watch the door.
You see what you created when you modded tea or tequila? You know, she's already
Like what?
wanting to create polls.
Both, Robin.
We are doing both, Robin. That way their shit it gets taken out of the chat and they go right along with it.
What would you prefer, block?
Both. I want them muted and blocked.
Yeah, you want to block first though, because if you mute them, then they disappear. But if you block, you can block them and then mute them right after.
I feel so. Thank you so much for this calling. I feel so.
I've got one favor though, Tequila.
Okay.
Tequila, I got a favor.
Okay.
Can you share a gummy with me?
I'm gonna ship them, and we're gonna name them. What was it? T. Gummy bears.
Because Stop the BS called me at 3:30 this morning, and neither one of us slept.
I did. I take my night meds and 99 night, like about an hour later, sometimes later, but I won't. I'm not taking them. No, I'm up for this. I'm not going to take those for a while.
It was kind of an interesting night last night after our live.
Do my new job. I take full, like, I'm gonna go the extra mile. I'm gonna make sure I'm watching every move.
Melissa, are you going to play last night?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, but
Carrie, she may have another migraine. Usually when she doesn't show up, she's having bad headaches or a migraine.
Kelly, did you get my DM?
no,
All right.
I don't think so.
Harry DMs me. She goes like, "Well, what?" And she wasn't in that live, so but I kind of explained to her.
Who is Galactic Pickle Whisperer?
Oh no, but I like the name.
And it must be someone I know, but they must have changed their name. I'm guessing.
I don't know. Tiffany and Kimberly know him.
Oh, okay.
She's with Kimberly.
Okay.
Kaleidoscope. And zip. Bill D. Hello.
I'm going to give it till 9:15 and we're going to get started. What I'd like to do is I would like to start with the live that Jen and Justina held last night. And we will be pausing, doing intermissions to speak and say what we need to say. And then at the end of the live, there are going to be some screenshots shown and some other truths. And some people may need to want to say something. So this is going to be hopefully another educational live. But again, I want to give Amanda a shout out for last night. Hell yeah!
Hey, Jenny. Loving it.
Hi, Jenny.
Atta girl, Jen. Kudos.
Atta girl.
Um,
Let me clap too.
okay, I get it. I get it. I understand.
It's the bare necessities. Hello.
Yeah, Kelly Dent un.
Den. Mm.
I'm getting better, huh? When you get, off, just make sure I sent you a special message.
Okay.
I love that song too, Bare Necessities. You know, I never watched cartoons when I was a kid. I couldn't stand cartoons. And so the first time I ever like watched something like that, um, of a cartoonish nature, it
From the
was
Jungle
that
Book.
movie.
The
Yes, it
Jungle
was
Book.
Jungle Book. It was that movie. And I
Blue.
absolutely loved it. It's my favorite movie.
I love Jungle Book. I love Jungle Book.
Hi, Jenny. I'm so glad you're here, Jenny.
Have you guys seen Wicked and Wicked 2?
No,
No.
no.
Oh, you guys, the
I
first one was amazing, but the second one is just as good as the first one. So
I'm
you know
not
when they made the
I'm not gonna
movie.
lie. I started watching the first one and just could not get into it.
Well, that's
Hi,
kind of how
wifey.
I was. The first one, that's I kind of how I was. I'm like, okay, this is different. But then we went and saw the second one, and it's amazing. It is. I liked it. So, but anyway, but you know how they make sequels to movies? Usually they can't beat the first one, it was made. And so then they do a second one and a third one, and they're just not as good. But Wicked, it's good. I don't even know why I got on that topic, but thanks for the whale. Oh, speaking of whale and ocean animals, when Mike Ish was here, I had him Google because he was asking me, about my son and how he was doing, and Heather, everybody's gone, and he was Googling when I was doing my exercises. And I told him, I'm like, I go, yeah, and I was like, I told you guys, the water is just like turquoise when you get into Jamaica area, like, way out far
Oh yeah.
away. It's just beautiful. And I'm like, and, I asked Caden when I talked to him today if he saw any mermaids. I go,
Okay.
is there any
Um,
mermaids? And
for the people that are in here, um, yesterday was Jen's birthday, as we all knew. She let everybody know. She didn't want nobody to forget it. Um, and so we kind of knew that Jen would do it live. She chose to do her live after I ended mine. As I play this live, you'll all know Jen's voice, but I want you to know the other voice that's in this live is Justina's. Now, Justina used to be a part of our friend group. Um, and there was some things that went on and that happened, and we kind of chose to break it off with Justina. So I will be playing this live, and like I said, I will be pausing because somebody up in the boxes or myself might have something to say. This live is going to be for an hour and 8 minutes. We'll try to get through it as quick as we can. And then at the end, there are some people that would like to speak. and I will have some screenshots to show. And for those of you that have not seen these screenshots before, we have held on to these screenshots for 10 months, I want to say. And when things were brought out in Tease Live, not all these screenshots were shown. So I am going to show them tonight. With that said, we're going to get started. I'm going to start playing this. Here we go. Now. And I never wanted you to stop coming on TikTok. I wanted you to stop reacting to them because they only. And I never want TikTok. I wanted you to stop reacting to them. Right. But that's all I ever wanted. When was the last time we talked that we were all in a call together? That was what, March, April? March. We talked that we were all in March, April? March. It was in March, wasn't it? Yeah, because Jules was away. Yeah, okay. Well, it's already like in January and it's almost a whole ass another year. And they don't know what I'm doing, so they're gonna make up things, and this is where I'm a whole ass another year, and know what I'm doing, so they're gonna make up things, and this is where I'm fighting within me to not react to them. It's hard. I know it's hard not to react.
I'm the world's greatest goddamn advertisement. The hottest new super drug.
Hard not to react. Because they're putting out false information. But they're not worth it. And that's the problem. They're really not worth it. They're not worth answering. When they put a false jacket on me, when I was supposed to have done something to somebody when I was 20, no, that's wrong for them to say that. Look at how far you've come in a year. I know. Look how far you've come in 2 years. Okay, what she's talking about when she said they put a false jacket on me when I was like 20. It was Jen's family, her brother and her sister, May May, brought it out because of another situation. That when Jen was 22 years old, she was living with her brother in Ohio. Or wait, no, it wasn't Ohio, it was Kentucky. She was living in Kentucky with her brother. And during that time, there was a 15-year-old boy that lived across the street. Her brother's wife, which was Jen's sister-in-law, happened to hear some noises going on downstairs. She went to check it out, and that's when she caught Jen and this boy together, and you can use your imagination from there. That's what Jen's talking about. I don't believe that's a false jacket. Why in the world would her brother come out with that? And from my understanding, it caused a real big ruckus within the family. And that's what you have to look at. Backwards. I don't want to look in the rearview mirror. Well, it's okay to look back. It's okay to look back and say, look, I did it. Look, I'm doing it. That's fine. You know, we only learn from our mistakes. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we always learned from our successes? But that's not what happens. We learn from mistakes. And you made your mistakes. You owned up to it. And you changed. And that's why I'm coming on here and saying that I'm sorry for what I said in the chat yesterday. I shouldn't have put that. I should have finished my sentence.
Oh, wait, Red's comment got filtered? I have no idea. I wasn't even. I don't have any mods or nothing. I don't have any mods or anything. Who is they? Okay. Who is they is the group of women that we both had hung around with.
The group of women that they both hung around with. That would be myself, Kelly Denton below me, my wife Ange next to me. Next to her would be Carrie. And there's one that's not here yet. She will be here later, but her name is Jules. That would be our group.
Kelly. Stop the BS. Blue eyes and. Oh, yeah. She had to put like a little and symbol in the middle of the word. Jules. Blue eyes and. Oh, yeah. Word. I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm still. You know, I'm not going to be like A1, like, it don't matter. I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm still. You know, A1, like, it don't matter. Nobody's going to be A1. Every day's a learning experience, and I'm glad I get to do that and move forward and continue to learn. And I'm glad I can actually take, you know, say I'm sorry for and what I've done wrong. You know, none of us know what we would have done if we were in your situation. Not that I was driving around looking. They decided to finish a whole ass sentence that I never even
said. Not that she was driving around looking. They didn't even finish the sentence that I said. Okay, Jen. Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay, Jen. I got you, Jen. Let me see. Does anybody know how to fix my boxes to make me bigger?
See?
I don't.
Hold on. There we go.
No.
Now, hold on.
It's in your settings.
Okay, hold on.
Click the box and then hit expand.
Okay, got it. I don't know. Can y'all read Jen's comment?
I can.
Go ahead, Kelly. If you can read it, go ahead.
I'm literally driving around. What the fuck am I doing?
She said, I'm literally driving around looking.
Yes.
What the fuck am I doing?
Okay. Can anybody in the chat please tell me where there was another sentence beyond that?
There isn't.
But did she not just say they didn't say the sentence after that?
She said she didn't say this sentence after that.
Okay.
But that's bullshit. There just wasn't a sentence after that because she said exactly what she meant to imply exactly what she was implying.
She does that a lot.
In my opinion. Also, I think if you need to show that again, you should scratch out the one box.
No, I'm not showing anything else from there. So it's fine.
Okie dokie.
Where'd my thing go? Where'd my picture go? There it is. Okay. All right, let's continue.
I was just trying to, have somebody like my sponsor said, I was trying to get somebody to yell at me like, Queen Witch did, which I'm grateful for her because that right there I did. I got off TikTok and I went to a meeting and I met my sponsor there. And yeah. That was triggering for me because it was bad, man. I was panicking.
Now, there is at least 3 other people in these boxes that were a part of that group, besides myself. Did Jen ever attend any meetings?
No,
No,
Does Jen have a sponsor?
no,
not when she was with us.
Jen has never attended meetings beyond probably the first month that she was at Sober Living. Nor did she go to her therapy like she said and told people she would go to therapy once a day, that it was required. And y'all hear that. You got to work the program. And if you're not going to work the program, then things like this are going to happen. But we all know that Jen is a leech for attention. That's the best way I can put it. So when she wrote that in the chat, she wasn't getting their attention any other way, so she decided to write that. And I will, at the end, you'll see a screenshot, show you where she did the exact same thing to us. Only it was true.
I mean, I have a nephew that from the age of 12 until 29, that from the until 29 was doing H. And that was triggering
that's pre-enabled.
for me just because I remember what it felt like to worry that that's what he was going to do. For me, just because I remember what he was going to do. And Justina, let me ask you this. Remember the day that I'm
Where'd you go, Melissa?
where when I would get paid, I would be so excited that I had accomplished getting all the rent together by myself because I worked and I saved for it. They said that I didn't pay for it myself.
Wow.
Getting all the rent together by for it. They said that I didn't pay for it. You pay for your rent.
We never said she didn't pay her rent. Did we ever say that?
No.
For rent, we said she did not find the apartment by herself. We
Correct.
never mentioned money whatsoever.
I think we even said that last night.
And what Ange means by finding the apartment by herself is that we were told, because Jen has always had to have help with everything in life. So when Jen was in our group, she told us that she found that apartment all by herself. She didn't have any help. She didn't need anybody. She was so proud of herself. She got girls from us. And yet, come to find out, it was her ex-friend that lives down there where Jen's at that found that apartment for her.
Scotty's wife, and she will tell you.
Yes.
Who paid for your place?
I paid for my deposit and my first month's rent.
Did we not watch her pay for her deposit and first month's rent?
Yeah, we were on a call.
Okay.
Well, she was in the office, and they gave her a broom or something.
They're jealous.
Oh, we're jealous.
What is there to be jealous of?
On this app and keep running me into the ground all you want. It's not going to stop me from living my life from day to day. My feelings might be hurt, but yet their karma will come and get them. Trust me, their karma will get them.
And I'll be waiting
Karma's
for
already
it.
got me already.
My door's
They're
open.
still angry, and they're bitter and jealous.
Okay, can we stop there?
Yeah.
Okay, so one, none of us are jealous of her. Two, it was just a show for her. We're not bitter. We're thankful that we got away from her. So where's Stina, get that? She was right there with everybody else. So who's bitter
Yes, she
now?
was.
Justina. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yes, Justina was right along with us when we said Jen had to go. Now at the end, not at the end of this video, but at the end of our friendship with Jen, because Jen had lied so much, Jen thought it would be a great idea to take 70 screenshots of our chat that we had been talking in for 5 months. So she thought it would be fantastic to take 70 screenshots and send them to T and Dora, thinking she was going to get one over on us because she wanted to be friends with T and Dora. That all backfired on her because we waited our time. And then when Scotty's wife held alive, we finally got to speak our piece and tell our truth. Justina, when we ended our friendship with Jen, it was you and it was Kelly that was going to continue talking to Jen as if you two were not friends with us anymore to get the truth out of Jen. That was it. Point blank, period. They were going to keep talking to get the truth from Jen.
Even though we were not friends with T at the time, we didn't want them getting screwed over.
Absolutely.
And that's why we continued to be friends. Fake. And it only lasted a couple of days.
Stop, man.
They're not going to stop, honey.
Baby Blue. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
I don't have any mom to be. Yeah, I don't have no super mom or nothing like that. So I don't know who that is. I don't have any mom to be. Yeah, I don't have no super mom or nothing like that. So, but that's all I want to come on here and say. And I don't know.
And
probably asleep.
happy birthday again.
But that's no.
And
probably asleep.
happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Everybody who walks through my doors in my restaurant, nobody will ever leave without a smile. Nice dress. I like your flower.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Breezy lied about the whole conversation. I guess she went no. Thank you very much. And Breezy lied about the whole conversation. I guess she went to OG's box and she lied about our text messages.
Breezy,
I got all them to prove it. Yeah.
Which Breezy?
She lied about our text messages.
Breezy,
I got all them to prove it. Yeah.
Which Breezy?
I am Breezy or whatever. Thank you.
It's not I am
So I don't
Breezy.
get it. Why do
It's
people?
me, Breezy.
The better that I get, the more people want to make me. Thank you. It's a better that I get, the more people want to make me look bad. I don't get it.
You know, we always said we wanted you to get a job, an adult, and you're doing it, and be proud of yourself for doing it. You have to scrape and climb and fight your way.
Isn't that why we were friends with Jen? Is because she was working and we thought she was doing it, but she was being messy at the same time that we didn't know.
Yep.
Yes.
And I know I've been told this before, but how old is she?
She just
40.
turned 48.
Yep.
I mean, yay that you're living on your own and paying your bills.
Isn't that what adults are supposed to
Congratulations.
do?
Exactly.
Asking for a friend.
No, she was just saying she was living out of her truck. So is she
We'll get to that.
okay?
We have the answer.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Look how good I'm being. I'm being so good.
You are
Okay.
tequila.
Proud of you, girl.
Atta
Rebecca,
girl.
Got a
don't let
girl,
anybody take that away from
tequila.
you because you did it.
I mean, because in my book, the way me and my sponsor talk about it is because everybody knows TikTok was a big thing during. I mean, because in my book, the way me and my sponsor, everybody knows TikTok was a big thing in my little time, you know, using and stuff. And she said that for me to get in my little time, you know, using and stuff. And
This is the video skipping,
and
not stop the bullshit.
they don't even know who I am now because I haven't talked to them in so long, and I will never talk to them again.
That's true. That
Thank
is the old
God.
you.
I mean, if anything, you've been there from like.
That's true.
I mean, if anything, you've been there from like damn near start to finish.
Yeah, from Facebook on.
And we might like get mad at each other, but me and you always come back and pick up where we left off.
Pause that for a minute. So they always picked up where they left off. So, Justina, do you have something that you would like to share with the class? Because I would like to know. And Justina, wasn't it you right before we left you a few months ago that bashed, and I mean completely bashed, everybody whom you sit with now? Because you did. You called them everything but a white cloud. You bashed them harder than we did. And now you're going to sit over there and act like you're all innocent? Let me tell you, sweetheart, you are not shit. Grow a fucking backbone and stand up for what is right. You even admitted that you would not have our back, your so called friends. So that tells me, Justina, you're a fake fucking bitch. And I'm glad that you're out of here because I don't need a friend like that. Stop the BS. Put her neck on the line more than once to back your ass up. And what did she or any of us get in return? We got nothing. So please go take your lamb chop, sit in the corner, and gnaw on it.
Thank you.
Sorry, I had to say that.
In the world.
I love you.
Well, in case you guys don't know, it's kind of a inside joke with us now, because when Justina sat with us, and we'll get to the part later on, um, Justina
Do you want me
had
to say
very
because I was the one involved?
well. I'm visibly restricted again because of
Sure,
blue
everybody
eyes.
will.
Everyone tap the screen, please.
That's gonna be just because of the picture on your green screen. For whatever reason, it they don't do nothing.
So, do you want me to tell it?
Yeah, go ahead, Kelly.
Okay. My husband is out of work right now. For his back, he's going to be having back surgery, and he has early onset dementia. We found out. It's okay. We're dealing with it. Thank you. So my husband was out of work. Things were tight, and we were waiting on food stamps. So we were going to the food pantry, and I'm like, not to be ungrateful. I was grateful for everything we got, but some of the things you get in the food pantry is things you really can't use, or nobody wants to eat it. And I had mentioned that. And she goes to the food pantries and she's telling me she's getting lamb chops and ground veal and ground beef and all this name brand stuff, these poppy drinks and Oreo cookies and all this stuff. And I'm like, there's no freaking way. But she would insist every week she was getting lamb chops. I happen to say I love lamb chops because I do. I love lamb chops. But there's no possible way she's going to a food pantry and getting all that good stuff. She may be going to a food pantry, but she's lying what she getting. That's why we laugh about the lamb chops.
Yeah, but she was doing that to rub it into your face.
Yes, she was. Exactly.
And she always treated Jules like shit. Always
Yes.
treated Jules like shit. It was like Jules didn't even exist.
I don't know if she was jealous of Jules.
I don't know, but she treated her like garbage.
Yeah, we can't figure it out.
All right, well, let's get going on this.
Okay.
From
I wish
Facebook
you.
on.
And we might, but me and you always come back.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry for saying bad things about you. For real, I can never say sorry enough.
It's okay. Exactly.
Like,
And I'm sorry for
she said bad
saying
things about us.
It's okay.
Because after we had that big falling out, it was like you wasn't even there. And I mean, you were in the Facebook chat thing, but you were too busy worried about moving than to worry about bickering and arguing.
Yeah, and then
And I mean, you were too busy worried about moving than to worry about bickering and arguing.
I realized I saw behaviors I wasn't happy with, and instead of voicing it, I realized saw behaviors I wasn't happy with, and instead of voicing it, I just stayed away.
That's not why she stayed away. She had already moved by the time we had the breakup. She bought a camper to live in, and by the time the breakup happened, she had already lived in it for
She didn't say that's why she moved, though. She's stating the fact that she had seen things with us
right.
that she didn't like.
Correct, but that's not why she stayed away. So the reason why she wasn't on a lot of our calls is she had shoulder surgery on one shoulder, and she was, I'll say, highly medicated. So she slept all the time. Well, then it wasn't long. The first shoulder surgery wasn't even completely healed, or rehabilitated when she did the other shoulder surgery, and was still completely medicated and slept all the time. Now, mind you, before her shoulder surgeries, she said and did as much as the rest of us. She is not innocent in any of this.
And then, like with Reds, I've done talk to her on the back end, but I think it really needs to come out that I talked bad about Reds back in the day. I took screenshots of the cash apps that she would send me and stuff, and I did it about Reds back in the day. I took screenshots of the cash and to make her look bad. That's her look bad. That's and I really didn't mean that, because you and Red's have been pretty good, even though we've had our ups and downs or whatever. I had no right to say those things about you guys.
Well, and we didn't have any right to say the stuff we said. But see, we have growth. And we did. But see, we have growth. We've learned. We grew together.
It might be water under the bridge for you guys, but it's one of my steps here, It might be water under the bridge for you guys, but it's and it happened on the app, and I wanted to say it. How sorry I was, and it still bothers me.
Don't let it bother you.
It didn't happen on the app. We were not on the app. We were in a Facebook Messenger group. We were in a chat and on phone calls. We were not on the app.
We took it off the app so we can concentrate on her and trying to be her friend.
I have issues with.
It takes a lot to be able to admit you made a mistake.
I used to be a piece of shit, man.
You still are.
It takes a lot to be able to admit.
I used to be a piece of shit, man. I was out to get what I wanted, how I wanted it, when I wanted it. And I was going to get it no matter what anybody liked it or not. And that's not the way life is. I learned that the hard way.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that was you, or do you think that was you and the rugs?
That was me on the rugs.
No, no, that is definitely Jen. She's the same person today that she was in active addiction. Sorry, I said it. She has not changed. If she had totally changed.
Melissa, can you let Jules up? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry for interrupting.
You're okay.
We need to have like a little green light or a red light that we can press when we want to raise our hand and talk.
if she had truly changed, and we're talking at least a year, it was over a year after being supposedly sober, that we would still be friends with her. If there truly was a change in her, we would probably still be friends with her. But there has been no change.
You go.
That wasn't me because I have a heart. I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you guys and I'm crying.
You cry all the time. It doesn't matter.
You grew.
Yeah, that's what my sponsor says. She said life is all about, life lessons, learning your lesson, and you make mistakes to move on and to grow and, be better. Sponsor says,
Pause that for a sec.
life lessons, learning your lesson, and you make mistakes to move on.
Exactly. And none of us know what we would have done if we were in the situation. Exactly. And none of us know what we would have done if we were in the situation you were in.
Pause that for a minute. Now, how long have we been watching Jen going to these different lives? Quite a while, right? Not one time has she ever mentioned sponsor or meeting. Last night in this live, we called her out on it. Now all of a sudden, she's going to talk sponsor and meetings. Okay, gotcha, Jen.
And just like my counselor says, and my case manager, people on the internet, especially TikTok, right? Counselor says, and my case manager,
Man, this is getting
people,
irritating.
Facebook, whatever, they can, hinder and hurt people that, that's in recovery and everything. So it makes them Facebook, whatever, you know, hinder and hurt people that, slide backwards. They get those thoughts in that head, and like, let's say my head, and it's like slide backwards. They get let's say my head, and it's like, okay, well, if they really think that, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But I just got to be, I got to put that guard up, and I just don't know how to do that yet. I'm still working on that.
And look at the group of people you're around now. You've got a group of people that are in recovery that can offer support that people who aren't don't know what you went through. But you
Yeah,
also
just look at that
Came
group.
out my nose.
And
had an issue and still support you.
Also have people on this app that likes to just pick at people, and then they want to call it something, but really it's stalking and bullying right to a T, and you can bully somebody to a bad place, and that's where I was.
Think of what a sad life they have if that's what they have to do.
I shouldn't have to leave the app, and that's the main thing, because they were there to do a job for T. Kelly didn't. That's what she said in one of T's lives. I haven't recorded. That she was just here to
Can you
do a
stop
job.
it? Can you stop it right there?
Yep. I was.
Stop.
Show
Okay.
it.
I never said that. That was not me. I was
Jules,
never
I'd like
in
to,
T's live just to do my job.
Jules, you want to explain that? Because
Yeah.
Jen is trying to say that by us being her friend, we were just doing a job for T. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So before the fallout, I was an interim mod for T, and she can confirm. She needed a mod one day, and I said I'd do it. I had to figure it out. I learned how to do it. I knew what she wanted and what she expected of me. T and I were not close. We didn't DM each other. We didn't text each other. I wasn't as close to her as all of her other friends were that were mods and in her lives. So I was basically there to do a job up until the split. And that was it. That was my job, to mod for T as expected, the way that she wanted me to. I didn't have a job for Jen to come back to T. None of us did. And I love the fact that I'm jealous of Jen. Thanks, Justina. You're fucking crazy. Because you know exactly who I am and what I do. Too bad you never got to find out how much money I make, huh? Well, this year was record for me, by the way. But you'll never fucking know because you tried really hard to figure out how much I made. You're a piece of shit. But you'll never know. And you can stay there in your little trailer that you can't move. I want nothing to do with those two. They're terrible people. And Justina, I am butthurt. You hurt me badly. You could have come and talked to me. But instead, you treated me like shit every single day we spoke. All because I lived a life that you wanted to live. That was your problem with me. You had a fabulous career, and I never, ever, ever made you feel less than, ever. I actually came to you advice for some things. I wanted advice from you. But that was actually to make you feel important because I was your friend, and I wanted you to feel like you added value to my life. Well, you fucking don't add any value at all. Stay in your trailer and shut the fuck up. Never talk about me again. That's it.
Was there something you wanted to say, T?
Just that I can confirm that she was a mod. And we weren't as close as I was everybody else. I never sent anybody to inf- I can't think of the word. To go be friends with Jen. To get information or whatever it is she thinks it was for. We were on the outs. We weren't even speaking at all. At that time. In fact, I was pretty upset with y'all for even trying with Jen. But the one thing she said, the question that Justina asked her, if it was her or her on the rugs, and she said it was her on the rugs. But if you take her word, she's clean now. And she's asked or implied she needed food or food for her pets. On the back end, she's asked for help for to pay her bills. She now says she's living in her car again. So I don't see any forward movement other than the fact that you got a job. That's it. None. In 2 years, all you did was get a job and get fired.
And it took her a year to get that job.
Yes, ma'am. And her own place.
Let's talk about the light bill that she was complaining she wasn't going to have electricity recently. When she was with us, when she was moving, she went to go turn on the electricity and they wouldn't let her because she had a past bill due. And she came back to us and said she paid it all off in full. And we were proud of her. We're like, great, you did that all on your own. You had the money to do it. Feels great. But now, all of a sudden, she's on a payment plan that she can't pay. So she lied to us about that. She never paid off the bill. Okay, Melissa.
All right. And just put in the back of your mind what T said is that Jen herself, has said she's sleeping in her truck. Keep that in the back of your mind, okay?
And they were never my friends, so they keep telling everybody that we were friends. They were pretending to be my friend.
No, honey, they really weren't. I promise you.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual! Mutual!
That was one honest thing Justina said. There's one.
Stays.
The only one.
Because a romantic hotel works for... Because a romantic hotel works for some.
No, honey, they really weren't. I promise you. We all started off with good intentions.
They're the friend.
No, honey, they really weren't. I promise you. Started off with good intentions.
They went backwards, a lot backwards, because Kelly said in T's Live that she was. They went backwards, a lot backwards, because Kelly said in Live that she was just here to do a job, and they couldn't keep me off of TikTok. So, and I went live a couple times, and they got mad about it. Said that she was just here to do a job, and talk. So, and I went live. So,
Kelly, of all people, and, I don't have a whole lot to say about them, but Kelly wanted you to be successful more than anybody, because if you could be successful, so could her daughter. And that's what she really did have good intentions.
Oh, so I just wanted to say, everything that she said about what, Kelly said, which would be a lie, and the reasons that they backed away from her, is everything that she said happened. It's not what actually happened. It's what she's always said happened, was that they were mad that she kept going live.
And that's not true.
Well,
Nope.
we tried to keep her off because it was causing problems. But
Yeah, but that wasn't the reason.
right.
Yeah.
But when she did go live, we were there to support her. In her live, in her boxes.
Yep.
We just knew it would cause problems, so we were trying to keep her out of trouble. Not trying to tell her what to do, but we're like, do you really think it's smart going live and bitching about T? Because they're just going to come after you. It was that sort of thing. And yes, Justina's right. I was the one who brought Jen into our little group because my daughter is an addict. And I saw hope with Jen. And Jen used that against me.
well, she kind of like.
Unfortunately, they lost their good intentions, but they really did have good intentions.
We lost our good intentions. Wasn't Justina a part of us when we got rid of Jen?
Yes.
Yes. And well, Justina and I stayed on a couple of days longer to try to have her admit that she did a background check on T and Dora because we thought it was wrong.
Correct. But Justina was still a part of us.
Yes.
So did Justina lose her good intentions? If that's what she's saying, then did Justina lose her good intentions as well? Can't have it both ways, Justina.
Because how we were kept saying that Carrie was going over to T's live and talking to her, she really was. I mean, yeah, I have it all recorded. That's the word.
T, did I ever go to your live?
Carrie, you're very muffled.
Hang on.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So, T, did I ever go into your live just to get information?
Oh, when you were with Jen?
Yeah.
No, I believe I had you blocked. Or you
Well,
had me blocked.
yeah. Did I ever message you to get any details or anything from you?
Absolutely not.
Didn't spin, Jen.
Or the other
Nope.
way around.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't care.
Right? So sit and spin on that one, Jen.
Out of their own mouths. It's not even out of my mouth. It's out of their mouth. And that's what you have to stop doing. Don't bother recording them because they're their own mouths. It's not even out of my mouth. It's have to stop doing. Don't bother recording them because their words don't mean anything.
I guarantee you she's recording right now,
But
though.
she's in here right now listening and recording. Thanks for the view, Jen.
Think of what a sad group of women they are. They are. They said that I did something wrong, and I always ask everybody how they're doing, what's up, what's going on, what are you doing, you know? I always ask somebody that, you know?
Right.
I'll agree with you, Rez. They want me to be back there more than anything.
No, what
They
we
wanted to be
want
back
is
with
Jen to
T
tell
more
the
than
truth.
anything, and that's what took them. Yeah, because they were seeing that I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I mean, y'all were on a Facebook call all day. Yeah, because y'all were on a Facebook call all day long while I was working. Yep, we were there with you. You guys should. And what did I say back then? Y'all should get a paycheck because you're here at work too. Now, if their
It would
intentions weren't
bounce.
good, they wouldn't have stayed on with you like that.
I was the first one to ever join the military in my family. I knew that I wanted to go back to school and produce a big name.
On with you like that. To get any little information that they could twist, I think they would have. But I can't think that because that's just like not reality. You know, I want to think that their intentions were good in the beginning, but like you guys said, they wanted to be back over with T so bad. That's fine, they can do that, but why drag my life still? I mean, this is because they're miserable people. But
am not
why
miserable.
drag my
Thank you
life?
very
I mean, this
much.
is
Pause that for a minute.
Because you're a
miserable
piece of
people.
shit, Jen.
Pause that for a minute. Hey, Justina, who's miserable? You lay in that camper, either on that couch or on that bed, taking your ills all day long. You sleep all day long. I am very happy. I'm not miserable. I'm happy in my life. I'm very happy and satisfied.
Me too.
I'm there.
Me three.
They don't have anything in their life. And what happened that night that me and that one girl that I can't remember her name, that came in on third shift, the one with the ginormous eyelashes, that one girl that came in on third shift,
Keep pretending.
ginormous. Oh, the girl that gave you all the trouble. Gave me what?
Trouble.
Oh yeah. And remember?
Oh, the girl that gave you all the trouble.
Gave me what?
Trouble.
Oh yeah. And remember, she was always. I always was like, man, she's on something, you know. And then what did I say that night? I was like, I'm mad because I know she's on something, and I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? And I held.
Okay, we're going to talk about this now because I will be showing proof later. The girl that wore eyelashes, Jen did not like. And whenever the girl would come to work, she would smell like 420 because that's what she did. And Jen would complain and say that she can't stand the smell and she's always doing it in her car. And okay, it was 420. It was nothing more than 420. So for Jen to just now sit there and say that is a bunch of bullshit. And as I said last night in the live, Jen is the one that left the glass device at the job and got that girl fired for it, saying it was hers when the only thing that girl ever did was 420. 420, Debbie, is like, I gotta
Devil's
use TikTok
lettuce.
language.
Devil's
Yeah,
lettuce.
devil's lettuce,
Mary
broccoli,
Jane,
Mary Jane,
green,
yeah, gardening. Yeah,
green.
okay. Yeah, we just got to be TikTok friendly here. Um, but I will be showing proof after this is over. Yeah, I'll be showing some proof.
Myself accountable for my own feelings. Because I think you even said that, oh my God, you're growing that night.
Yes.
Because it was very that normal. I was mad at. I was mad at me.
It's very normal to see somebody else using and be like, wow, why can they do it, but I can't?
It's
Justina, you
Justina
fucking know
slurring her
better.
words.
But in all honesty, all things Reds, I don't know if I really should put anything out about it because I already got it all on my other account.
Nah, they're not worth it.
Like I said, do a big awareness live on them. I mean, everybody already
Nah, they're not.
Like I said, do a big awareness live on them. I mean, everybody already knows. I mean, if I'm in my truck right now, whose floor did I just mop?
Oh, wait a minute! Don't be.
If I'm in my truck right now, whose floor did I just mop?
Don't be a door now. You're mopping floors.
She's the one that said she was in her truck.
There you go. Now, everybody, do you have your answer now? Jen is not living in her truck like she stated before, not very long ago.
Less than 48 hours ago, she said that.
And she was
It was
packing.
for
Amanda.
attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then she said back to
There's more.
packing
There's more about the house situation.
right after Christmas or something. She was like, guess I'm back packing. So, and then, yeah, said she was
If you
living
have followed
in the truck.
Tequila, if you have followed Jen for any length of time, she's always packing.
Yeah, I became aware of her when I started following T in almost it's been about a year. Almost a
Yeah.
year.
She's
So
always
that
angry. She
yeah.
angry packs.
But I've heard enough to know enough to uh know enough. Yes. My little sister, she was an addict herself, right? Same behavior, same a lot of the same. And then she got sober and for about 6 months and she's no longer with us. But anyway, It's same behaviors. And I even told T, I was a store manager at a 7-Eleven. Well, I worked there 8. I became the store manager after I was there a year. And if that was left behind, like a customer, or you know what I mean? Like, it would immediately be called in to authorities. Like, my coworkers would bring it to me, and I found this in the bathroom, or I found this, and it's immediately called in. It's not sitting there all weekend, like she said. When she came back to work, it was still sitting there. Isn't that what she said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's see, I know enough, but I know enough about addicts too, so with my sister, years and years and years. So why? They're full of shit. And if store manager would see that, oh, we're just gonna leave it here for the weekend. No. No. Anyway.
Don't worry. There will be proof at the end. Proof.
Yeah.
Always got to have proof.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sitting on my love seat and the dog's sitting on.
Don't be a door now. You're mopping floor.
Yes, Betty, that was
I'm
a
sitting on my love
lie.
seat and the dog's sitting on her love seat. I mean, whose house are we in?
Taco Bell's Lux Cravings boxes take you on lavish adventures. Luxuriate with the $5 box. Be transformed.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous to bring somebody down, knowing that I do have mental health issues, and I'm working through it. It's not just something you snap your. I do have mental health issues, and I'm working through it. It's not just something you snap your fingers and you're all better.
No, of course not. It's a fight.
This is something that I'm getting like down and dirty with myself to like find out what is the root of my problem. That's why I decided to go back to, more than just, the one day a week counseling. I need more than that.
And it takes a big person to admit that.
And yeah. I need more than just, and I'm going to go to 2 meetings this week. You know what I mean? I need more than just 2. I'm going to go to 2 meetings this week. You know what I mean? I need, and it's okay for me to be triggered. I reached out, like that's what my sponsor said. You reached out as somebody else that you call your sponsor, and I reached out as somebody else that you call your sponsor, and that's what you did. I told you to get to a meeting, and that's where I went. Those were her exact words.
That was horrible. That was.
As somebody else that you call your sponsor, and that's what you did. I told you to get. Those were her exact words.
Horrible. That was such a poor taste. I can't even believe somebody would do that.
I mean, if everybody goes back and watches that live, you'll see from what I said, you know what I mean? And it really wasn't even anything really bad. I was just like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? I said all that and then the same sentence. So it's like I caught myself like, what? You know what I mean?
Think of how many people got triggered that day. And how.
That's the first time I was triggered that bad. I mean, I've been triggered before, but I've been able to handle it,
It was mean-spirited for her to behave that way. She was angry, but it was still mean-spirited.
I love Megan, man.
I know. I will say she made a really bad judgment call there.
You didn't hear what they said in OG's live the other night, did you?
I don't watch OG.
Oh, well, recorded it. That one little part. It said if I'm gonna go do it, go do it. That's what OG said.
Oh, geez, she
Ma'am.
talk.
Oh boy, Red's gonna ask me a question if I get ready. Clip it. I'm just kidding.
Okay, Rez, let's hear it.
Can you stop that for a second? If I remember correctly, I don't believe OG was talking about her personally. I think she was just saying that's what she would say to somebody.
Well, when you're the kind of person that only thinks of yourself, the whole world revolves around you, so every word that comes out of everyone else's mouth has to be about you. You know what I'm saying?
True. But I'm gonna have to go rewatch that. But I don't think it was uh particularly about her.
Probably not.
And I want to bring something up too that Jules mentioned about Justina being triggered. Why wasn't Justina triggered when Jen used her DB story? Justina, you're still gonna sit with her?
And
Yes, she used Justina's DV situation to a T. Word for word.
I'm ready for it, Reds. Oh shit, the bed. I don't know if I'm ready. She gets serious, man.
I like your AI picture.
Oh, thank you. Sarah, Mad Dog
Oh.
Sarah made it. No, I didn't. No, I've tried to do myself in.
Yeah, pause that for a sec.
The not.
I do want to clarify though. We do believe she was in a DV situation. Not saying Jen was not in one. Not saying that at all. But she used the wrong person's DV story. But I can't confirm nor deny that Jen was in one. So that's not what I'm saying.
Usually, both people in the relationship are very abusive to each other. So I'm sure there was DV on both sides.
Correct. Go ahead.
Like that, scamming all of them said that it wasn't real and that they just don't let you go home. I had took way too many of my heart pills, and
Stop that, Melissa. She took too many hot pills thinking she was going to OD, which she did not. They took her to the hospital and pumped her stomach, supposedly, and let her go the same day. Everybody knows if that's something that you try, they 5150 for 72 hours. Even if you just say the words.
yep, 72.
Yeah.
And they don't need anybody but a police officer to determine that. A police officer can put you on a 72-hour hold.
They don't even need that. I was in the hospital once and I was walking down the hallway with a nurse to my room, or I was in the wheelchair. And, she asked how I was feeling. And I happened to say something like, geez, I would feel better off if I was, you know, because I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
Just a normal statement.
Mm-hmm.
He brings me to the room, leaves. 2 seconds later, 7 nurses come running in my room, screaming at me,
Jeez.
asking for my phone, ripping my clothes, telling me to rip my clothes off, giving me paper clothes, taking everything out of the room. I had somebody at the door. They put
Taking
me
your
on
shoelaces.
everything,
I know.
everything. And they weren't even going to let me tell my husband that they were going to put me on a 72-hour hold.
Yeah. I know.
Luckily,
Right.
I was on
Well,
the phone with him.
yeah, we can't confirm nor deny that ever happened.
Right.
We can speculate on it, but we won't discuss her DV or any of that. That was my bad.
And also that I was on, I took too many of those and went to the hospital and they made me drink charcoal and I threw a bunch of black stuff and I had to sit there for like hours, felt like hours on end, because I was in the sober living house and um, that's why they felt comfortable in sending me home as long as I went across the street to my counselor at least once. I had to go once a day for the rest of the time I was there. So, but no,
She just said for the rest of the time she was there. Not true. She didn't go to her counselor at all while we were friends. We were friends with her from October-ish through March, the end of March, the last day of March. That was not true.
I never did that.
It's not something you ever would want to do. It's a scary thing. When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you do, it's a scary thing. It's not something you ever thing.
What I did, my DOC was I can't really say it, but what I, my DOC was it like speeded you up. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could still catch him on that.
But yeah, that's what happened that night when everybody said that I didn't do it. I've literally tried to do that twice to myself.
No.
Sober living. Listen. What happened that night when everybody said that I didn't do it? I've literally tried to do that.
No.
Sober living.
My cat.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He wants food.
Yeah, he wants to get on TikTok and talk.
My cat.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He wants food.
To get on TikTok and talk.
Say hi, go ahead.
Get on TikTok and talk.
Say hi, go ahead.
No, I was messing around too much. Yeah, yeah, that's what I did back in the day. No, I was messing around too much. That's what I did back in the day. Anybody can come up in the box and ask me anything. That's what I did back in the day. Anybody can come up in the box and ask me anything. We can talk about it.
Oh, no, it
I'm a little
wasn't.
nervous.
It wasn't cola.
No, that's what I just said that I was messing around way too much. Because that helps you out.
Or mathing around. That might work better.
Because that helps you out.
That might work better. No, no.
Yeah, I was solving the math problems. Yep, I could balance a checkbook and clean her house in like 10 seconds. In like 10 seconds. It's bad to look at it like that, but that's what it was.
But you should be proud of yourself and don't let anybody take that away from you.
Like I am proud of myself, but I remember how they used to say about me telling my story. You know, when you go to a meeting and somebody comes up and asks you, "Hey, you want to share your meeting tonight? You know, you want to share, you know." Well, yeah, and somebody comes up and asks you, "Share your meeting tonight? You know, you want to share, you know." Well, yeah, you're not supposed to turn it down, really. And I've had people ask me to do that quite a few times, and I'm allowed to be happy about sharing my story because it does help people, and I don't care if people get mad about that or not, or make fun of me about that. They've made fun of me on this app a lot. And tonight, I've been brave enough to come and talk about it because I don't normally go live.
No, you don't anymore.
Why? Because I'm scared to.
Don't be
Scared
scared.
of what they're going to say tomorrow. Because
Yeah. You know, I can't say words don't hurt because they do, but you have to look at who it comes from. If it was a group of friends on here talking like that, then I would understand. But they're not your friends. They don't care.
and all it really is deflection from what they've done.
And care.
And all it really is deflection from. They put the blame and they say bad things about me just to deflect from what they've done bad. Bad things about me just to deflect from what they've done bad.
Exactly.
So
You just gotta feel sorry for them, you know? That's all they have in life is to hurt people and make fun of people. What a sad life they have.
I do feel bad for them because I don't want anybody to not like each other. I want everybody to get along. I want happiness for everybody.
They're happy in their little group where they can make fun of people and be mean.
Right. That's all they used to do back when we used to talk.
Oh God,
They used to just sit. Yeah, they used to sit like stop the BS would be sitting on our couch with their two devices, and they would just be like, "Oh, I'm watching this one. Oh, I'm watching this person. Oh my God, look at that person." I mean, that's all they did, and they would just be like, "Oh, I'm watching this one." Oh. I mean, that's all they did.
I participated, but not.
I tried to get the boxes to go back to where they're. Oh, that's fine too. All I did was sit on my couch and use two devices and what? What? Back
Wasn't it
then,
Justina? Wasn't it Justina who always did the screen sharing?
most of the time,
Thank you.
Justina was the one that had the multiple devices because she had that iPad and a phone, and I don't know what else she had. But let me tell you something. Back then, I didn't use two devices. I've only used my second device here recently, mainly because it doesn't keep a charge for that long. So for Jen to say, I sat on the couch and used two devices, Jen, go fuck off.
She
You're
just
gonna
used
speak.
she just used deflecting to deflect from deflecting. She is annoying. I'm sorry, you guys.
If we want to talk about multiple devices, who's the one that had multiple devices?
Batty, that was epic. I have to say.
Justina. It was
Justina
Justina.
did.
And Jen.
And Jen did too.
Yep.
Another thing, by the way, it's off track that irritates me if she can't pay her bills and she's homeless or whatever, all these things that she's been over the years, and she has 2 goddamn devices, that pisses me off. That's
She
it.
has more than 2. Jen has
Sometimes
more than
3.
2.
It's a
Yes.
huge pet peeve of mine. You know, you can't pay your own way in this world, but by God, you get that new goddamn phone when it hits the market.
You
Sorry.
have to have internet, and that costs money too.
Can somebody get the boxes back the way they were, where you guys were side by side and I was big? I don't know how to. I tried. I
Hold on. Oh.
what in the world?
I'm trying to figure it out. I saw it. Let's see.
Got guts, tequila.
Multi. Why?
All right,
I
let me
found
see. Hold on. You found it?
maximum
There
number
we
of.
go. There we go. I got it. Okay.
To that extent.
Yeah, when it was somebody we knew.
I never understood. They would sit there and watch T's live.
It was somebody we knew.
I never understood and make nasty comments. Why do you care if you hate somebody so much? Why do you?
When we would have our own banter while watching T's live, was Justina in those calls with us?
Yes, and Justina had a few choice words as well.
She was
Hmm.
the one screen recording it as well.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. Why keep on that person? You know,
Hate somebody so much. Why do you care?
Why did you care? I can ask you
Sorry,
the same
T.
question.
if you're not wanting something bad to happen to that person, and I don't want anything. That's why I not even brought them up. They brought themselves up by saying what they
What?
did. Had to
She
happen to that person, and I don't want anything. That's why I not saying what they did tonight.
She
None
are
of
you
us
kidding
wanted
me?
anything bad to happen to anybody either.
Well, she can't say the same because there are audio recordings that definitely have her saying that she would like something bad to happen to T and to Dora. So, shut up.
We're
And
not the
Let's
is she
not
ones.
forget that she put hits out on people as well.
And we're not the ones that want real life and did wellness checks on people.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't keep up with your lies, girl. You got to choose either all lies or all the truth.
That's why
but
she has
wait
so many damn notebooks.
but wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Well, can't
Earlier
she
in the
read?
live, earlier in this live that you just heard, did she not just say, I don't care, restrict me. Did she not just say that she can't wait till we get our karma?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Can't wait to get
checking.
my karma too, because I know I'm getting good karma.
they said about her.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get people. I don't understand it. I wish somebody would help me understand it. Why people are doing what they're doing. And
I'm much happier not.
I just don't get people. I don't understand it. I wish somebody would help me understand it. Why people are doing what. And
I'm much happier not being in that group than I was being in the group.
And
I'm much happier not than I was being in the group.
And we're much happier as
And
well.
it forced me to go outside of my comfort zone and actually make real friends off the app as well as new friends inside the app.
I call bullshit.
Hold on,
Like I
Kelly.
met a bunch of women and we go thrifting together and we do lunch and we do all sorts of stuff now.
Okay. She just said she met new friends off the app as well as on the app. Now, while we were friends with Justina, we wanted her to try and make friends. We encouraged her to make friends outside of that camper. And she would always say, "No, I'm not a social person. I don't do that. I don't like that."
I don't like
We
people.
Yes, and we would say, "Well, when your neighbors are outside, go outside and talk to them. Say hi, introduce yourself. That'll be a start. And then you might be able to just become friends with them. And maybe in the evenings, you guys will sit outside in the lawn chairs and maybe have a lemonade and visit." Or she refused to do that. Now, that's the first thing. The next thing is she said she goes thrifting with them, she goes out to lunch with them, and does other things with them. Justina, question, because while we were with you, you had such little bit of money left at the end of the month after paying your bills that the only way you could eat was by going to a food pantry, because you couldn't even afford to go to the store and get yourself a loaf of bread. So I want to know, and these are inquiring minds that want to know, how do you afford thrifting and going out to lunch when you can't even afford a loaf of bread?
Not to
That's what I
mention,
want to know.
I want to know because she would never take anything used. She didn't like Goodwill or anything. She wouldn't wear anything that came from Goodwill.
But she wanted us to go buy stuff from Goodwill and everything else. Now, there's nothing wrong with Goodwill at all. I'm not saying that.
I love Goodwill.
But what's good for the goose was never good for the gander with her.
Absolutely. And like Jules said in the comment, we were all worried that if something did happen to her, no one would ever find her. We
Even the day,
encourage.
even the day of her surgery, which was a major surgery on her shoulder. Not, it wasn't a normal replacement. It was a reversed replacement. So the ball and socket were reversed. The person that drove her home didn't even help her out of the car or up the stairs to get into her camper. Nobody liked her. She even said right out her whole family hates her.
And we used to get upset with her family. We would get really upset about the things that her family would do to her and the things that she went through because of her family. So, but Justina, if you could answer that question, like, did you win the lotto? Did you, are you able to get a job now? Because I don't see that happening. Um, I also don't see you thrifting and going out to lunch with people either. Just saying.
So, like, I met a bunch of women and we go thrifting together and we're all sorts of stuff now. So,
And will you, somebody please message them or something and tell stop the BS? I'm not 46 years old.
all sorts of stuff now. So,
I never said she was 46 years old. I said she was 47 and she was going to be 48 as of yesterday. So, Jen, clean the wax out of your fucking ears.
And will you
Nope,
never something?
I was 46.
They get, they never get my age right.
how old are you?
I just turned 48.
Dang, girl. Keep the 2 extra years. It'll count once you get older.
When she said I was 46, I dropped the phone. I was like, what? When?
Where's Debbie in all of this? I don't know.
Now, when you guys watch us on YouTube, I'm just gonna, you won't get the comment section, but somebody thinks you're actually 11, Jen.
I haven't heard from Debbie in a long time.
Yeah, she's making me younger. I mean, I don't look 48, that's for sure. Everybody tells me that at work, like, because I tell everybody I'm pushing 50, and they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. They're like, you don't even look that old.
Reds is 29 forever.
Yeah, somebody told me today that I was never a day over 21. I said, shit, I wish I felt like that.
I don't know. You know what? 35.
Yeah, somebody told me today that I was 21. I said, shit, I wish I felt like that.
I was my best year.
I'm being told this is legal email from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And his partner, Doug, is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Next time you make a move, make sure it's a power move. While Metro limits the amount of priority
Oh, we
data
gotta
on their
have
highest
another
plans,
one.
Total Wire.
Thank you.
Best year.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
I felt great at 35. That's before my bones all decided to go against me.
Oh, I know. I feel you on that one.
Well, I have now had 2 shoulder replacements, 2 knee replacements. I'm bionic.
I'll talk about the knees. Oh.
Well, I have now had 2 shoulder replacements. I'm bionic.
I'll talk about the knees. Oh.
Do it.
You forgot about her spine she doesn't have.
Even the bionic woman lies.
It's worth it.
They want to like fix my knee because when I heard it,
AKA useless.
It's worth it.
When I heard it at the previous job, it's still not all the way fixed. I wear a knee brace up underneath my britches, and it hurts a lot.
Your britches.
Yeah, I tore my meniscus, my ACL, and my MCL coming down off of a ladder in the
Are you
Jesus.
Becky Fortney?
Yeah, it's not fixed yet. It's not fixed at all because it's going to require surgery, and I can't stop. I gotta keep. Yeah, no, because it's going to require surgery, and I can't stop. I gotta keep going. Right? Knee braces are awesome. Like I'll put an ACE wrap around it, and I'll put my knee brace on. That way, it stays nice and secure. And they let me sit down, at work, and they want to fix it with surgery. I just can't do it. I'm not ready to do. Nope.
Don't push it off too long, though. You only hurt yourself in the long run.
Okay, I they just kind of bullshit from here on out. We don't need to really hear the bullshit.
There is one part I want to talk about. When Jen was with us, she moved to a new apartment. We don't know where it was. None of us knew where it was except Scotty's wife. Shortly after she left us, not too long ago, she had to leave that apartment because somebody found out where she lived. But in this video, she says to Justina, remember when I moved into this apartment? So she never did move again. She's still in the same apartment she was in.
Yep.
Yeah.
You better keep some better notes.
Well, we can give her some notebooks for a late birthday gift.
Right? What happens when you lie? You forget what you lie about.
All right. Now we're going to start showing some screenshots. And I will tell you, I'm not too good at this going live stuff, so they may not be in order. I'll tell you that right now, but every screenshot that's shown will be explained. But
Want to
during
make
this time,
hold up. I want to make sure that there's no names or phone numbers shown.
there is one, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, she never had any of our phone numbers,
No,
and we didn't
our
have hers. So,
no, the number that's on the one is no big deal. Um, but during this time, I've already had 2 restrictions during this live, so I'm going to need everybody to tap, and if you can, send populars, like maybe 5 at a time. It doesn't have to be extravagant. We're not looking to, get rich off this here, but just okay.
Wait, did I hit the gift goal? It keeps going.
All right. We're gonna go with this one first. I don't know what that is. Let's try. Oh, I can't see it. I can't see it. Where'd you go? Okay, try this again. Try this one. No. Where are these? Not showing those. Okay, maybe it's these. No, it's definitely not those. I'm trying to get there, guys. All right, here's one. Jen, why are you at this live? The person's live that Jen is at right now, I will not say her name, but she is in active addiction. She has a very bad alcohol problem. Um, and personally, I think, she does 420 as well, but she is in active addiction. Why are you hanging around somebody that's in active addiction? Jen, that's not good for you.
Well, here's could be a reason why that person's mod was Jen's old mod who helped her scam.
Correctamundo. Okay, let's move on to the next. Here's Jen. Oh boy, my birthday is in 10 days. Yay, lol. Please, someone come take my birthday away like you have done everything else.
Oh,
Well,
give
back to packing. There's your proof. She was back to packing.
give me a break and a barf bucket, please.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving on. I see what you people have done. They followed me, and they have followed me, and they since have unfollowed me. I haven't done anything to anyone to be ignored or to be silenced. But what choice do I have but to remain quiet? Does Jen ever remain quiet? No.
never.
That right there is another way to seek attention. I'm going to go through these kind of quite fast, okay? So, there you go. There's a picture of Jen. dressed in all pink and celebrating cancer awareness. Meanwhile, Jen never had cancer, faked cancer 3 times, and she goes out looking like this. It was all a lie. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. March 31st. If you look at the very bottom, that's Jen talking. She said, I just can't believe you. I got to go. Matt walked through my patio door and he has. First of all, she claimed to everybody that Matt did not know where she lived at all. So if you're going to claim that he does not know where you live, then how is he walking through your patio door? And that message was sent to Kelly.
Yep.
Here's the next one. I can't talk right now. I left work. I got to go swing by an ATM. I'm going to go see an old good friend of mine. Thanks everyone for pushing me over the edge. Now if you know the way Jen talks, you know that old good friend that she's going to see. Why does she need to go to an ATM first? Anybody? Do you know what she's going to get from that old good friend?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone
Absolutely.
would know. And, I'd like to add here too that these are sent to Kelly because Kelly will be triggered. Kelly will be upset. Kelly doesn't want to hear this. And she knows it.
Correct.
If it were me, I'd be like, go take some money out for me and send it to my Venmo. Thanks.
And just keep this message in mind, okay? When the picture comes up, because I'm just going in order that I have them here. I just can't believe you. I gotta go. Matt just walked. Okay, we saw that one. Let me keep going. I don't know why that's there. Okay. All right. Now, can everybody please tap for this next picture and please send the populars. This picture will not stay up long at all.
Well, I think I know what the one is that you have.
Yes.
It's just proving that she's calls in the middle of the night.
No. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Um Here we go. Boom. That was left at her work. And in the message, she said, there is a used rack pipe behind the register. Did someone turn this in or something? Should I turn it in to the police or are they going to arrest me? Now,
All
I'm
right.
just going to go to the next one to get it off my screen. Why would the police arrest you, Jen? Why would that even be a thought in your head? Why would they arrest you? Because you knew it was yours? Thank you everybody for sending the populars, by the way. Thank you. I did not want that up there long. That was Jen's. I said it from day one, and I'm saying it now. I said it last night, and last night when I was holding my live, Scotty's wife came in. I don't know if you guys remember seeing her in the comments, but she held a live too about Jen. And she also confirmed that that was Jen's. And she also confirmed that she has a voice recording from her dash cam from when her and Jen were in her vehicle. And it was talked about. So no, I'm not making that up. Okay. Oh, here, let me go to this one. Let me see if I can get these in order. Okay. Maybe that was. Yeah, this is it is in order. Okay. She sent a message to SP. As you can see, she sent the message first. Reaching out to SP, she said, "Hey you. How are you? I would really like to talk to you. I'm clean and sober. I have been working and I would like to talk to you. Let me know. Thanks again, Jen." SP responded and said, "Hi, beautiful. I've been seeing your progress. I'm so proud of you." Jen automatically, here's my number. She does it real quick. SP says, "Mine is still the same." Jen, now I'm having a hard time reading that. "If it's okay with you, can I call you later? I miss you dearly and have, and I'm ready to really
No, hold.
I'm sorry and to thank you thank my screen is cracked."
All right, hold on. Let me read it.
All right, go ahead.
Jen says, "I miss you dearly and I love you, and I ready and really say that I'm sorry and to thank you for what you have done for me. Hey, I have a small group of friends, Justina, Kelly, Melissa, and her wife, and just Jules. Can we add you so everyone is in there and I can have 10 minutes of your time? Please. SP, I love those ladies. You can add me. I'm finishing up at the vet. I will be in a call."
Okay. Now let
Jen
me
invited her, not us.
yes, let me explain something. After we got rid of Jen from our friends group because of what she had done, Jen went around telling people that we were on a phone call with SP, and we had several phone calls with SP when really we had only done one call, but it was at Jen's request. Jen then told everybody that we forced her during that call, we forced Jen into giving SP $20 that Jen owed her. Now, let me tell you something. During that phone call that we did end up having, of course, you can see in these messages, Jen is already apologizing to her in the messages. So during that phone call, it was apologies, it was I love yous, it was if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be clean. It was all of it. So then I guess from what I understand, because of the phone call, that when Jen was living in her car back in the day, homeless and using, SP had sent Jen $20 at some point. We had no idea about that ever happening. So during that phone call, Jen is like, SP, you helped me. I remember you helped me back in the day and you sent me $20. And well, I'm working now and I've got, $1,500 in the bank saved. So I'm doing good. And I would really like to pay you that 20 back because I know that you're struggling and you could really use it. So Jen cashed app her $20. But according to Jen, when she came out with her story, it was that we forced her to pay SP that $20. That's an outright bullshit lie.
She keeps saying that. It's so stupid. I mean, not even worth repeating. Even like, come on, don't be
But
dumb.
how can you force somebody to give somebody else money? That's what I want to know, because however way she did it, I want to learn. How can you force somebody to give somebody else money? I want to know because I need some.
Okay. And this will be my last screenshot. That is the person, and as you can see Jen's face in the box, that is the person that is an active addiction that Jen chose to go up in her box and hang out with. And I don't know, but I would guess if you had a sponsor, they would probably steer you away from hanging out with other addicts. That would probably be pretty frowned upon to go hang out with another addict. But this person's mod that's in this live used to be a mod for Jen and help Jen scam people. Now I'm going to tell you, I was a part of that group at one time. It was a whole group of us, and some of them are in here right now. And I think they can all tell you and all remember the day. This was after I found out about Jen and the mod and who the mod was and whatnot, that I was holding alive, just our little friends group. It was nothing like this. But I was holding alive, and that mod of hers came into my life because she was part of our group. And I called her out for it. And I said, nuh-uh. I said, I cannot have you in my life when you're helping another woman scam money from innocent people. And I blocked her. And ever since that day that I blocked her and I called her out for it, that girl does not like me. Don't know why, but you were helping Jen scam people money from God knows who. What if that would have been your grandmother or your elderly mother that Jen scammed money from? Would you feel the same? Don't think so. And anybody that's in here that's from that other group, you can speak up. That know that I did block her and I did call her out that morning. Oops.
I like your background.
I do too. Isn't it cool?
Really cool chick made that.
I do want to touch on something and clarify. Um, and because I don't want this getting twisted, it isn't the fact that like your sponsor wouldn't like you to hang out with another addict. Per se, you was helping that addict, maybe, but that was not the case in that life.
So did she tell her story in that live?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, she had to talk about herself.
Just making sure she stayed on track.
Oh, yeah.
But she left out a couple of things. She left out the fact that she's not clean and she was not in there to help that lady.
Looks like we got a new, maybe Granny Annie in the making.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So now that we have gone through a little bit, this is just a little bit from one live. If anybody would like to speak on, for example, UT, if you want to speak on, or Jules, if you got something to say, that's fine. But speak on, kind of touch on what you've done the last 2 years, and why you still have a problem with Jen.
Let's see. I came upon Jen. Oh, she was in a hotel when I first saw her when she came on in my FYP. She was wearing oxygen. She was crying. I felt bad for her, so I continued to watch her. And then I noticed a lot of people coming at her. Um, and prior to that, I believe it was prior to that. Um, I myself had asked for help and also had a lot of people coming at me. So then I could relate to Jen in that way. And I felt bad for her. And so I continued to watch. And after a while, I would also watch SP on YT. Um, and they were going to, a couple of people were talking about uh, taking her dog or having her dog taken um, when she went to go pick up a car. So I tried to get that information to her directly, and she didn't answer me. So I messaged Granny Annie, and told her to what to tell Jen. Well, next thing I know, it was either later that night or the next night. Um, I'm scrolling and Jen has uh my message um up on her green screen. Um, to show everybody, hey, they're trying to steal my dog and all that, but In doing that, she threw me under the bus. So, I'm like, okay. And I had already been thinking she was maybe scamming. So, I continued to watch her. And then, I was also watching the people that were doing lives on her. And I started making friends over there, and I just got some things happen, and they didn't want me around, so I left, and I started doing lives, just talking. But there was people that um, there was people that knew I had been around and I knew about Jen. So if none of the other awareness creators were on talking about Jen, then when they come in my live, they would ask me if there was any updates on Jen. So it just slowly turned into awareness. Um, and for a while, Jen didn't even know who I was because there was um bigger creators than me that was doing awareness on her. So the whole I'm gonna say this awareness creator is doing this or saying this was always about one of the other ones. And then the other ones eventually stopped doing it. So then that left me and then Scammy. Eventually she we would bicker back and forth. I did um for the most part it was just awareness. We did have a wedding when her and Matt were supposed to get married. We did a satire a wedding, which was hilarious. Yeah. um and then um one morning uh I'm on live and I'm sick. Um and I tell people I'm sick. I don't talk much during that live. Um I I don't even know if I think I still have the live on my YT, I'm not sure. Um but as soon as I got done doing whatever it was I was doing, I got off so I could rest. And probably about 15-20 minutes later, I get a knock on my door. And it was the deputy from my sheriff's office, telling me that somebody had called a welfare check on me. Um, which shocked the fuck out of me. I told them I was fine. Um, and she could tell by looking at me I was fine. She's like, "Okay, we were just coming to check." So she left. What I did was I don't it was either the same day or the next day I requested um the call um and the report. I think 1 or 2 days later I got it. I got the call and I got the report. and she called anonymously, so it didn't have her name on the report, but it did have her phone number. And then, I got online and I hadn't told anybody what had happened except for the 3 people that I talked to on a daily basis then. Um, so I got online and I started playing the recording. And of course, I asked people, who do you think it is? I did name off some people. Um,
Me, one of them.
yeah. So I named off some people. Is it this one? Is it this one? And of
TikTok was in there
course,
somewhere.
yeah. And of course, you can tell when she starts talking who it is. There was 2 calls, because she had to call back because she had my wrong address. Uh, I think she had an old address, but I guess she had written down somewhere my new address, or she had to contact somebody real quick to get my new address. So she hung up because she had to have my address, and then she called back and told them my address and said that I was having breathing problems, I was passing out, and that
And
I was just a woman on TikTok that she come across and was watching, and that it looked like I was messed up. And if you notice, she will say messed up or messing around when she's talking. So she claims she said messed up. Don't really know the difference in that, but okay. So after that, it became personal for me. And I believe I came at her harder than I ever did before, and I didn't care. I caught her in a box and got in a box. I think it was her live I went to. And I called her a piece of shit to her face. Um, so no matter what she's said about rehab or about the sober living, I knew that she got a job, a real job, but she hasn't changed any of her actions in the 2 years that I did awareness on her up until today. The only difference is that she got a job and she got her own place. But she's still doing the same fuck shit on TikTok. I don't know how many people she gave my address to. Um Not only mine, but a couple other ones. Gave our address out just like it was candy. For nothing.
to creators that
Um
you didn't even know.
yeah, yeah, I didn't even know. She's made up or she talked to this one guy and said that Dora and I were part of this rug ring with the homies, which uh, not true at all. And of course, she always has an excuse for everything. Just like her when she said that comment that she made about driving around looking. She's playing it off like she didn't finish it. Did she have a stroke? She has said 300 times and counting.
No.
Not that I'm aware of, no. But she's playing that comment off like she didn't finish what
Hang
she was
on. Hang
saying.
on, T.
Yep.
And Bethany, I don't think you like this live very much, so I'm going to let you go. Bye bye.
Uh,
Carry
uh,
on.
okay. So she's playing that off as she said it to get sympathy, and because uh it's being put out there for what she meant it to be. She's playing it off like she didn't finish what she was saying, or that it meant something different that had nothing to do with rugs. No, it did. But this is what she does. She finds new people when she doesn't have people or people leave her. She finds new people. Um, Usually a creator. This time it just happened to be Florida Man. Um, and um she's real good at figuring out what it is about you that will make you relate to her. Whether it's she's made up having a baby in storage. So if you've had a loss, you can relate to her that way. If you've been bullied, you can relate to her that way. If you're if you have pets, you can relate to her that way. If you're in addiction, but getting clean, you can relate to her that way.
If you've
There's
had cancer.
Yep, if you've had cancer, she's faced cancer. Oh my god. Um, so there's a lot of different ways you can relate to a person, and she's real good at figuring out um what it is about you that is going to get you to relate to her and then feel sorry for her. And that's how she got her money. She has switched up how she does things now, though. I don't know how she does it on the back end. I don't know if she just directly asks for money, but I know she was in FWA's live saying that she was hungry, so hungry. Um, and FWA gave her money or food for money. I don't know which one she did.
$30 gift
FWA.
card to Walmart.
Okay. Um. So, how much?
30.
Okay, $30. Okay, was that also for her telling her story, or did she get twice from FWA?
No, she got it. She was supposed to get it for telling her story. But if you
Okay.
remember when she went up in FW's box, tell her story, Mallory ended up going into a box and busting her in a lie.
Yep.
And when
Yep.
she got busted in that lie, Jen dropped from the box and ran. She was gone. So it
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
until
because
a
she
couple,
yeah,
yeah, it
sorry.
was a couple days later that she went back into FWA, her live, because Jen remembers money. Okay, she don't forget
Mm,
about money, and she
mm-mm.
knew that the night she was telling her story, that FWA had already said that she was going to give Jen a $30 gift card, but she got busted in her lie and dropped and ran. So that's why she remembered, oh, FWA said she was going to give me a $30 gift card. How do I get
Mhm.
that now? Because I ran from her live. And so she went back into FWA's live and was saying how hungry she was.
Mhm. Yep. And so then she got a gift card for her food. Whether she used it for that, I don't know. I doubt it. And then Megan uh gave her um money or did a food order.
Yep.
Um
Within, I think it was within a day of getting that gift card from FWA, Megan then sent her a food order.
yeah.
And when Megan
Um
sent that food order, after Jen got the food order, she was in Megan's live and she was acting like, oh my gosh, I finally got all these bags in here and I finally got it put away. Like, she made it out like Megan really loaded her up with stuff. Okay. So when Megan did the food order, then it was a few days after that that Jen Savage and Wendy sent her money, cash. And it goes on and on from there because she's gotten
yep.
more food orders since she got the cash. Because then there was another food order for herself plus the animals' food, dog food, cat food, kitty litter, the
Yep.
treat, the whole nine.
Yep. Other than her getting a job last year, which she was fired from, she said that she got another job the same day she got fired. Um, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I know she said she's living in her truck though. Um,
Yeah,
and what she said she was packing like a few days ago
hey
before her
Angel Baby.
birthday.
Yeah, she was packing, and she has said on a live that she's sleeping in her truck. Now, we
Yep.
just heard on the live that I just played that she was laughing and saying, oh, honey's laying on one love seat and I'm on another. And I'm still here. I'm in my apartment.
She just mopped
Well,
her
then,
floor.
yeah. If I'm in my truck, why did I mop? Why am I mopping? Well, what is it, Jen? Did you lie about being in your truck? Or are you lying about being in your apartment? But you can't have it both ways. You're lying about one or the other. Which is it?
And let's be clear too, yesterday when you held this live, there were plenty of people in the comments saying, is Jen living in her truck? Is Jen living in her car? Is Jen
Hmm.
homeless? Is Jen this and that? It wasn't just what you think as we just made it up. Other people had seen your comment that you were staying in your vehicle.
Right. But we also said we can't confirm nor deny. We're going by what Jen said.
Um,
Exactly.
I need to ask. There's somebody in the queue that wants a box by Luciana. Are they okay or no?
I don't know.
It's up to T. Are you
As
comfortable?
far as I know, they are.
Okay.
I mean,
You're my number one that I want to make
Yeah.
sure it's comfortable. Oh, okay, maybe not. I hit accept.
She might have did it on accident.
But I will say, to touch on what T was saying with her story, Jen was with us, and we were all, you know, being very kind to Jen and loving and respectful, and trying to keep her on the straight and narrow and all the things. Um, when Jen made that phone call for the welfare check. Now, mind you, you heard Jen say that we would be on a call for hours. It was hours. We would all be on a call. And we were on a call, and Jen was on the call with us. And we were all just chit chatting. You know, T was live at the time. Most of the time when T was live, we would be on a call, and one of us, and including Justina has done it, would screen share T. And then we would all be, put our own commentary in, or like, what are you talking about, T? Not T, stop. That ain't right, or, whatever. We would put our own commentary in while we were watching T. And
What? Not T wrong.
no, you were wrong a lot while we were watching you, girl. Especially when you were talking about us. So Jen, during that call, she says, "Hold on, I'll be right back." Okay, no big deal. It happens. If one of us has to, go take care of something, we'll be like, I'm gonna jump off, but if you're still on, I'll jump back on, whatever. And so when Jen came back on the call with us, she was so excited and happy, and she said, you guys are, guess what I just did? Guess what? And we're all like, what? Because normally when Jen would get on the phone, she'd always be in tears crying. Like, we always had to console her. And we're like, what? And she's like, I just called the cops on T for a welfare check because she's talking about my DV situation, and you cannot do that. That's not allowed because our case hasn't been finished yet. So she cannot talk about it on the internet. And we're all looking at each other like, I don't know if it's against the law or not. I don't fucking know. So we were all kind of like, okay. And Jen was like, watch, you guys watch T, let's watch her now. You're going to hear that knock on her door. Well, T ended up ending her live. So there was going to be no knock at the door. So when T got the FOIA for that call, Jen did call twice, but it was only because of her not having the right address, and she had to get in her damn notebook to find T's address. But when we heard the call, because of course we were screen sharing T's live, and it was Jen, and we heard word for word our own self out of Jen's mouth what Jen said. Well, as a friend, you're going to call that friend out for lying straight to your face. And we were like, Jen, you said you called because of her talking about your DV. You didn't say about what you said on the call. Well, I did. I called twice. One was for the welfare and one was for the DV. No, she called twice, all right, but she had to give the address the second call. had nothing to do with a DV. So that was the first thing. Then it was not very long after that. I want to say maybe a week or two. It was like, it seems like it happened like right afterwards, but I know it wasn't long. That's when it came out that Jen had sent several different people, at least T and Dora, I don't know who else, but sent T and Dora's background checks to different people. And one of those people happened to be friends with Dora, but Jen's big screw up at the time was that Jen didn't know that Bernadette and Dora were talking. So that's how it came out. Well, Jen denied doing it and absolutely did not do it. But and Dora did come
That's
on, because I remember Scammy Claus came into your live tea and she was like, well, what proof do you have? And you guys told her what you had, and Scammy was like, you guys, that's not, solid proof. So Dora then said on a live, well, Scammy's right. It might not have been Jen. I can't say that it was Jen, and blah, blah, blah. So then Jen took that and ran with it. See, Dora said it wasn't me. I told you guys it wasn't me. And Dora even said on the live it wasn't me. Well, then it come out that it was Jen's phone number that it came from. Absolute solid proof. It was Jen. So when I found that out, I hit the call button with the girls and I flat out told them what was going on. And I said, I'm out. I said, if you guys want to have a call and if Jen joins the call, it's no big deal, but I will drop. That is exactly what I said. I said, I will not be in another phone call with Jen.
Right. Can
And
we hear what? Oh, sorry.
it's okay, all of the girls said, absolutely not. We are not going to stand by that. They were all in agreement that what Jen did, we were not going to be a part of her messiness like that. None of us ever go real life. We've never gone real life.
Exposed, you want to say something?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to ask Mama T why she married a child rapist who raped his stepdaughter.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to do it.
you're welcome. I've been
If
trying to figure
you,
them out.
T, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. If you are
No,
coming in
it's
here,
okay. I expected it.
nope, if you are coming in here, I'm going to tell you right now. If you are coming in here to try and put anything in the comments, you will be gone.
Nobody else will be up in these boxes. We're not here to attack anybody, and it will not be tolerated.
This is my live, my platform. I will have who I choose to have in my boxes and in my chat. So anybody that has anything negative to say about T, you might as well just exit left, or if not, we'll help you. So yeah, so anyways, that is why we did not want Jen a part of us any longer. Justina was also in agreement with that decision. And it was also said in that live, and I'm not going to finish playing it because it's really not important. But I will also say that Justina made the comment in that live last night that we just wanted to be back with T so bad. That is not true, Justina. And you knew what was going on. And T will confirm what I'm about to say. When we went into T's live, it was after Scotty's wife did her live and we were able to speak some truth. Although you never took a box anywhere, did you, Justina? We did. We spoke the truth. And in speaking that truth, we also were speaking it for you too, because you were part of the group. We had your back, Justina. We stood up for you, Justina. And when we went into T's live, it started out as we went in there. T gave us a box to give us a voice to stand up for ourselves. We made it clear to T, and T made it clear to us that we were not friends. Is that not what happened, T?
Absolutely.
But we are now.
We are now. But
Yeah.
when we went into T's live, it was clear on both ends. We're not friends. But she let us have a box when it came to Jen. And the only time we took a box was to defend ourselves. And Justina, do you remember when I took a box in T's live to defend your ass? Because you thanked me for it. When have you ever defended us? Because you told somebody in our group that you would never stand up for us. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all I needed to hear, because a friend is not a friend that doesn't have their friend's back. But over a long period of time that we've been in T's live and that she's let us have a box, we have made amends. She's apologized for the stuff she did. We've apologized for the stuff we did. And you want to say, Justina, that if T only knew what we were saying on those calls, sweetheart, did you forget? They got 70 screenshots of our conversation. She knows.
But not one message from Jen because she dirty deletes.
T knows what we said.
Yeah, I was looking at him like, did Jen have a conversation in any of this? Where's she at?
Yeah, she dirty
Oh.
deleted all of her stuff. But everything that was said in those screenshots that Jen sent was things that we said. So trust me, Justina. T knows. But let me ask you, Justina, does Amanda, Gemini, Rem, Mom of Jax, Retta, Scorpio Girl, do all of them, were you honest with them about the things you said about them? Were you honest with them? Did you sit down and have a conversation? I don't think you did. Because I'll say the same thing, Justina. If they only knew the things that you said, you might not be sitting there. T, did you have time to look over those 70 screenshots that were sent to you?
Yeah, at the time I did.
Okay, so you know what we said then, right?
Yes, yep,
And you still accept our apology?
absolutely.
And we'll still be friends from here on out?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, Amanda, after you have this conversation with Justina, if she'll be honest with you, will you still be friends with Justina? Cause girl, you don't have a fucking clue. We do. And that's why we can sit back and laugh that she's playing in your fucking face. But I'll let that be a conversation between the two of you. Carrie, did you have anything you wanted to say, or is there anybody else that has anything that they want to say? I know we've all bottled stuff up for a long time.
I have one thing to say. Does anybody know a cardiothoracic surgeon?
Ah,
Amanda, do you know of one? Just asking for a friend.
I'm dead.
Tap me out. That was hilarious. Oh my god. So
Let me use my Google.
yeah, right. We tried that. Remember?
Oh yeah, shit.
All I got to say is for Justina, the spineless, two-faced, backstabbing. You get what you deserve. You sit with who you want to be, and there's no coming back from that. I started pushing away back in April of last year, right before Lily's dad was unalived, and I kind of stayed away. Mainly, here's my truth and honesty. Mainly because of Justina. I didn't like how she talked to people, how she was talking to others in the group, the know-it-alls, the this is what you can do. You know, I was honest. I was telling the girls everything that was going on with my daughter's dad, and and stuff like that. And she came back with something, things that I didn't need to hear then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I took that to heart, saying, you know, let's not talk about this because we're not there yet. Did my daughter sit there and watch her dad take her last breath? Absolutely. And that was heartbreaking for me. And to have the negativity from her, that did it for me with her. So, and Jen, you can just sit and spin until you fall off or whatever.
Sorry, Terry, I was not aware of that conversation at all.
Do what?
I was not aware that you had that type of conversation with her at all. I am very sorry.
I want to apologize to you too, Carrie. I did
Absolutely.
not know.
Had no idea.
So
Nope.
it's okay, guys. You know, that's just when she showed her true colors, and the know-it-all, and she's lived a longer life that she knows how to raise kids and take care of kids and all that. You know, and this is coming from somebody that didn't have kids and how to handle it. So karma's going to get both of them, and I'm going to be the fly on the wall to watch it happen.
Well, you know, Florida Man did go live, and I don't want this to be about Florida Man, but he did state that you cannot say you don't condone some of the things he's doing and still sit with him. So if you sit with him, then Justina, you condone it all. Where'd Jules go?
Did she get kicked again?
I don't
She
know.
said earlier it keeps kicking her. She's in the
Jules.
chat.
She's
Oh,
here. She's in the chat.
Okay.
okay. I just want to make sure. Um, I'm gonna get ready to end this live, but I do want to give a shout out to a couple people. Spread love and Queen Bitch. I mean Witch. Um, they both posted mine and Angie's picture of us together. And from my understanding, Queen Witch doxed my full government name last night. But I want to say thank you for using that picture because that's one of the pictures that I really like. It was one of better pictures of myself. So if you think you hurt me by doing that, you are so sadly fucking mistaken. And Queen Witch, you're still a weak-kneed bitch. You always have been, and you always will be. You're a vile piece of shit that any child should not be around you, for that matter. Much less be there for people with addictions. And Amanda, you're still racist. I proved that last night. I'll just wait for you to publicly apologize to everyone that heard you say what you said. But I know I'll be waiting forever. I'll probably go to my grave waiting for that. That's okay. Because you know what? Coming out of your own mouth, you'll see your grave before I see mine. And with that, y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody.